Duluth. Welcome to my shop. I'm Mike and I appreciate you stopping by. Here we are in the end of July 2016 and it's been one hot summer out in Southern California. Right now it's 94 degrees and in my shop, and it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening, so many days this summer already, over 100, and we are not even to August yet. So, but what I see on the Weather Channel is, I guess the whole country is pretty much under a heat dome, and those poor people in Maryland are getting washed away. So I certainly have nothing to complain about. Why I'm making this vid today is more than a few people have asked me about my shop apron. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you've noticed that I've been wearing the shop apron for about 3 years. So I thought I might do a review on it for anybody that wondered but didn't ask. So I'll say right off the top, I like the apron very much. What it's called is a Firehose bib apron. Well, I guess like bib overhauls or something. It's made by the Duluth Trading Company. I believe that's in Duluth, but don't hold me to that. Now, I bought this about 3 years ago it was 29 bucks, and being a poor man, 29 bucks, that was kind of a lot for an apron. But I gotta say, it's lasted 3 years. It's done me a very good job, and I'm sure it's gonna last 3 or 4 more years at least, and therefore the value's there. Now, I went on Duluth's web page and I looked it up, and they still have it. Now it's $34.95, but they call it new and improved Firehose bib apron. So I don't know, I can't speak onto the new and improved. They also have one that goes, down to your shins, a longer version for, I believe that's $39. But why don't I show you a closer up view on what this apron is and what it has to offer, and then you can decide if you ever want an apron, if it works for you or if it doesn't. Alright, for a closer look at this apron, you can see it's made of heavy canvas. It's sewn very well. It's 3 years old and has no signs really of any wear or any of the straps pulling away from the main apron. And as I say, I use this all the time. Now, some of the good points and some of the bad points. Good points are many. Some of the bad points, like up at the top here, they have a large pocket and pockets for four writing utensils, I imagine, or any awl or anything like that. In the large pocket, I put my rule here, so I have to keep this on it to keep it from falling out. But one thing about this is I've got a 7mm and then an ink pen. But when you put a pin in the back of this, the back pocket, then it's really hard to, it just barely fits in, if it even does fit in. You can jam it, but then it's real tight, so both of them are hard to pull out. So these pockets up front should have had a little, maybe the new improved ones do, but have a little more room to put another writing utensil without it being too tight in there. But that top pocket comes in real handy for me, and I rather like it. Now, moving down, there's 3 pockets. Now, the pockets have mesh in the bottom, so sawdust will go right through, which I thought was really a good idea. Now, shavings from pan planes won't go through there. You'll have to dig them out, but all the sawdust just falls right through, which is a good idea. Now, on the web page, a couple of people gave this a 1 because of the mesh in the bottom, because they said they couldn't put screws or nails in there. Well, yeah, no, you can't. So if you're a guy that puts screws and nails in your apron pocket, I'm not sure these pockets would work. But behind it is a closed pocket in case you want to keep dust off your cell phone or your remote control or whatever. You've got a back pocket that can seal up, or you can open it up, put it in like that, and then you can put your screws and stuff in. Most of my screws, the way I do it, is I just have a little drawer and I carry that around. I don't use a pocket, but that's what I'm used to. Some people are used to pockets. Or you could probably take a small piece of cardboard and lay in there and be able to fill it up with screws or nails without any problem. In my apron, I keep tape measure in this pocket. I keep a little number 103 hand plane. This is really good for cleaning up errors. So I keep that in there. It's very small. I keep it very, very sharp. And then the other pocket kind of for whatever I need at the time. If you carry a hammer, you've got two places for a hammer. They've got in the middle of the pockets, they've got an area to be able to put some tools or whatever like this. But again, I never use these. Again, if it's bigger than your little finger, it's going to have a hard time going in there. So, you know, and screwdrivers, they're too long and the handle sticks up too far. So I don't know really what you'd use these for. I don't use them at all. So then on the sides above the hammer, there's two pockets that you can. I carry a screwdriver in it with changeable bits. You know, so that's what I use it for. And that's basically the front of the apron. The inside of the apron, you can see it's double, triple stitched, so that's really good. The shoulder straps, they're nice. They're probably 1.5 inches wide. They're wide for keep it, you know, weight off your shoulder, so that's pretty good. Then you've got a strap coming down here, and then a strap going over around your waist. Now, this strap, if you tighten your apron up real tight to you, maybe you'd want a wider strap. But I keep my apron awfully loose, so it kind of bounces around to give me some air circulation. So I don't tighten this belt up very tight. I leave it quite loose. Another thing is it snaps on the side, which I love, because in the back I have numb hands, and to try to feel behind your back without any feeling, you know, it's hard to get this thing together. And to tie a bow, it's you know, I'll get my fingers all tied up in the knot. So that's the Duluth Firehose bib apron. It was 29 bucks when I bought it. It's 34 now. Now here's another apron I bought at the same time. Now this is a caveat that this apron is used for painting and finishing and staining and oil changes or whatever. But I think I bought this for 15 bucks. And you can see the straps are getting ready to come off here. They've already come off the side, so I had to change that. I had to put a little extra rope on so I can bring it around me and tie the bow in front where I can see, where I don't tie my fingers. But another caveat, this has been washed, but you can see how it's kind of, the pockets are ripping off and stuff. So this was 15 bucks. It's denim, like the blue jeans. So if you compare 15 to 29, I'm thinking it's a good deal. I like my apron a lot, and I wear it all the time because it's comfortable and easy to put on and hook up, and saves me some clothes at a time. So, okay, YouTube, I guess that gives you all the pluses and minuses that I could think of about this apron. The pluses way outnumber the minuses. I think it was a good deal, and I've never regretted buying it, even though I thought it was kind of expensive at first. I think it's well valued now. So that's about it for the Duluth Firehose bib apron. Now I thought I might give you a peek at my my new car. Now, if you've ever seen any of my videos, you know that I've always liked old cars. My newest car that I've ever owned was a '78 Ranchero. I did buy one new car in 1988. It was an '88 Pontiac Grand Prix. And then 2 months later I got divorced, so she got it, so I didn't get the car. This one's all mine, this Veloster that I just picked up. And I gotta say, I really like it. I had my druthers, but the more I drive it, the more I like it. Now, I gotta say, I was saving for a Cadillac. I mean, I was saving hard for a Cadillac, many years, plus the money from the 3 cars I sold. And I wanted me a nice luxury Cadillac. And then I started looking at my records. Last year I drove just a little over 1,200 miles, about 100 miles a month. And I started thinking, geez, do I really want to spend 50,000 bucks, hard-earned bucks, hard-saved bucks for a car that's going to sit in the garage 362 days a year? I don't think so. I'd rather spend 25,000 and have money left over to do something else that I want to do that won't sit in the garage. And that's why I picked this Veloster. I must say it's pretty high-tech for me. I've never had a car with a computer in it, or a backup camera, or signals when the airbags go off and all that kind of stuff. And it's all new to me. I mean, my Ranchero, it's simple compared to these new cars, but this is a turbo, and I can't believe engineering's got so much horsepower out of 4 cylinders. The regular Veloster, 134 horsepower. The turbo goes up to 210, so that pushes that little car along. Let me give you a view of the car. This is the Hyundai Veloster. I like it a lot. It's small enough to fit my garage, which was a plus. It's a turbo, which I can't believe engineering can get this much speed and power out of 4 cylinders. It's a hatchback. This side has 3 doors, the other side just 1. Or excuse me, this side 2 doors in the hatchback. But that's a quick view of my little car, and I gotta say, like my shop apron, I like this little car a lot. It is fun to drive, and it's the first car I ever owned that had an airbag. I guess that's it for this vid, YouTube. I appreciate you stopping by, and if you have a shop, you might look into that apron. I think it'll serve you well. So anyway, everybody have a good day, take care of themselves, and hope to see you next time.